Welcome everyone to another exciting Perfect English video. Today this is a reader video, so we are going to be focusing on one of our new Ladybird readers called James and the Giant Peach. Now this is a shorter version of a story written by a famous author named Roald Dahl. Okay? And if you look at the cover, you can see something very interesting. You see a normal boy, a human boy, and he is standing on top of this big orange ball. That is a giant peach. A peach is a kind of fruit. And so all of these are things, these bugs are things that grew when the peach became giant. Giant means very, very big. So let's get started with our story. James and the Giant Peach. So here are the characters, and here are some vocabulary words as well. James, Aunt Sponge, Aunt Spiker, insects, dropped, giant peach, peach stone. In America we call this a peach pit. Sharks, string, and sky. Let's get started with the story. James lived in a house with his Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker. Sponge and Spiker were horrible. They gave James lots of work to do. So horrible means very, very bad. Not good at all. James was sad. One day, James found a man in the garden. He gave James a bag of small green things. "Drink them with water," the man said. "They make you big and strong." James ran to the house, but he dropped the bag under a peach tree. The little green things went into the grass. That afternoon, Spiker said, "Look, Sponge, there's a giant peach on that tree." People wanted to see the peach. They gave money to Sponge and Spiker. The aunt said, "We don't need you now, James." James went inside the peach. He found a door in the peach stone. James opened the door. So that's pretty interesting, right? He found a door inside of the peach. That's pretty weird. What do you think is inside? He saw some big insects. Insects are like bugs, okay? Actually, to be fair, some of these are not insects. These are actually all bugs. Look here, this is a spider. You can tell because it has 8 legs. A spider is an arachnid. It's not really an insect. But the book wants you to know this word, insect. And of course, worms are not insects because insects have 6 legs. "Hello," they said. "You can live here." In the morning, the insects said, "Let's go." The giant peach went down the garden and into the sea. "Where are we?" asked the insects. "We are in the sea," said James. "Oh no, there are sharks in the sea," said the insects. "We need some birds and some string," said James. The birds carried the peach into the sky. That night there was bad weather, but James and the insects were safe. In the morning, James and the insects saw a city. "We are in America," said James. The people in the city saw the giant peach in the sky. "Help," they said. The peach came down from the sky, but the people were safe. The people loved James and the insects. Lots of children ate the peach. The insects got jobs. James lived in the peach stone in the park. He had lots of friends who often came to see him. He wrote this book too. Alright, so that is the end of our story. It's not a very long or hard one, but it is a lot of fun. I love that James was flying in the sky with a giant peach with birds carrying him. These are things that cannot happen in real life, so that is why it is fun to read stories. I hope you enjoyed this story too, and I hope you'll come back to this video sometimes to remember how fun this story can be and practice your English with me. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.